And we are live. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Um, Celtics basketball returns in 4 days now. As is about midnight. Celtics basketball returns Tuesday. They play tomorrow preseason, but the regular season's just about here. Very excited versus a very good 76ers team. They have their struggles, but I think Harden looks good. Harden looks healthy, and B looks good. Tyrese Maxey looks like he's about to look like he's a second option, maybe the first option on that team. Maybe Tyrese Maxey's about to take over that role. Celtics got the work cut out for them. I think this is a great opening night game. Um, Boston Celtics and the Sixers, always a good rivalry, always a good opening night game, always a tough game between these two. It's always close. Um, Celtics' key in winning this game is just being always just play Celtics basketball, like we did in the second half of the season. Celtics just gotta close games out, get on the Sixers early. We're gonna have it's gonna be a little, hard at first. It's the first game, but the Celtics chemistry off the court looks like it's great. Jason Tatum is saying out with Blake Griffin. All the guys are having fun. All the guys are hanging out on the court. The Celtics chemistry in preseason just looks like it's just the Celtics are due for another big year, and this is gonna be one of the greatest years I think we're gonna see out the Celtics since I think this will be a better year than the Celtics when Celtics had Kyrie Irving and they went on the 15-game win streak. I think this will be a lot better year for the Celtics because they have all the pieces. Malcolm Brogdon, um, Blake Griffin. It's a little old, but Blake Griffin is still, I think, brings something to his team. Um, Blake Griffin still brings something to the team. Um, you know, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. This is the year. This is the year. There's no better year than Celtics for Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum to go out there and prove themselves and prove that they can work as a duo and they can win a championship, even without a coach. Unfortunately, stuff happened. We all know the story. I'm not gonna say it, but it is what it is. Could have been worse. We don't know that, but let's just, they just didn't want that around the locker room, which, it is what it is, right? But Celtics this year, this is the first game, and it's a very big game. So what the Celtics have to do is just play Celtics basketball, get on fire early, get going early, and keep the lead. The Celtics, though, starting five in the rotation looks like it's going to be very scary. I really want to see what Malcolm Brogdon does, as, the Celtics struggles have been, having a point guard, the depth, and just be able to control games. Celtics, the finals, us in the past, we know Celtics know from the turnovers. They know the pain. They know what they did last a couple months ago. They know how they got to close games out now. And now that the Celtics got Brogdon, there's a better chance. And just got to teach them more, Celtics still got Al Horford. Celtics still got some veteran leaders. They still got Marcus Smart, who's been here for 9 years. One of my favorite players, shout out to Smart. One of my favorite players. Celtics know they got the work cut out for them. On paper, this team is amazing, but we said that with the Nets. Last year. We're saying it again this year with the Nets. Ben Simmons, Kyrie, KD, Maxey, Harden, all these guys in the East. It's just in the NBA, but in general, the East. All these guys on paper seem absolutely insane right now. All these rosters, but can they perform? Can the Celtics go back out and run it back? How are they going to start off the season? Are they going to let Coach Udoka, what happened with him, get to them? Or are they going to go out there and prove that they can leave that in the past? They can focus and they can go out and get a strong win in game one. Thinking it's NFL week one, not bad, guys. But, will not be very easy, but won't be that easy. But the Celtics team been through a lot of adversity, so why not go out here? All the noise that the Celtics have heard in the offseason, all the noise they've been hearing, all the noise, everything. Oh, Jason Tatum, what are you doing? 2 points in Game 6 in the second half. Oh, the Celtics choked. Massive human breakdown, I should say. All the noise they're hearing in the offseason. This is the year. There's no better year than this year. The roster is best as it's been probably in years. The roster is as good with the Celtics as it's been probably for years. They got the work cut out for them. Embiid, these guys can play. Philly can play. I think Philly could be a great team this year, a contender just like the Celtics are. The East is just going to be crazy, but So how do they come out? I don't know why I keep saying week one, game one. How can they come out game one? Jesus, I said it one more time. Game one. I want to see. I just want to see them passing the ball. I want to see the Celtics at least 40% of the game if they can. If you have a lane, if the Celtics have a lane, then all by means, you have the advantage. Take it. If you have a guy that you could beat if the Celtics on offense, you have a guy you could beat to the lane, by means, take it. But if you're able to pass first and shoot, that's another thing. And that's been the Celtics' problem. So the Celtics can move the ball and get off to a fast start. And then I see Malcolm Brogdon is that guy that's going to help the Celtics close out games. And we get in that situation, we get to see very early what Malcolm Brogdon brings. And I wanted to try to talk about Malcolm Brogdon, but let's be honest, that's one of the reasons we got him. And he's very underrated in my opinion. Great years in Indiana and Milwaukee when he was way back when. But I think Jason Tatum's going to have an amazing year. Listen, the Celtics just got to go into this game. It's a whole new season. The finals are in the past. Yeah, it sucked. Celtics lost the finals. That's in the past. Go into the season. Backs against the wall versus a good team. How do you respond? How do the Celtics come out and play? The Celtics, it's just the first game. It's the first game. Even if we lose this game, obviously I want the Celtics to win. Even if they lose, I want to see what they're going to bring and how they're going to run this offense. Is it going to be Derek White at the 1, and it's going to be Marcus Smart at the 2, Jaylen Brown at the 3, like we see in preseason with JT at the 4 and Al at the 5? Or are we going to go back to Smart at the 1, JB at the 2, JT at the 3, Grant at the 4, and Al at the 5? Unfortunately, with Robert Williams out for a little bit, teams are going to think they can clog the paint. I bet you they're going to try to force feed Embiid in the paint a bunch without Robert Williams. That's what Bruce Brown said last year in the playoffs. I bet they're trying to say we're going to attack the paint. I bet. So you need Jaylen Brown's defense. He's a very underrated defender. You need Jaylen Brown down there. So I actually would like to see. Actually, I would really like to see Grant, Al, and then JT, JB, and Smart. But maybe I'm not seeing it. Maybe I'm not seeing what coach is doing, So what are we going to start out with? Celtics going to start out with. What are they going to start out with, I should say? Derek White, Mark at the 1, Marcus Smart at the 2, JB at the 3, JT at the 4, and then Al at the 5. I mean, hey, some of that interior defense that Brown can bring. That Jaylen Brown's got that interior defense, so let's see. The Sixers got some key moves this offseason, key pieces. Tobias Harris. They have Tobias Harris. PJ Tucker is a very good defender. The Celtics took the Celtics to 7 with Jimmy Butler last year. A couple months ago in the Eastern Conference Finals. What else did they get? They got someone else. They got a center. I just can't think of the top of my head. They got someone else. Montrezl Harrell, I think. So the Celtics, 6 or 7 key pieces, but I'm saying that Maxi's going to give the Celtics kind of a problem, though. If the Celtics, are not on there, you got to put Marcus Smart on Maxi or someone because that kid Maxi can play. Or Derek White. Derek White's defense in the finals for the most part was amazing. So I wouldn't mind seeing the matchup between Derek White and Maxi. I think it could work. We'll see how the Celtics are going to script that out. But more importantly, where is Kata? I don't know. I think this is just – I don't know where he's at, dog. I think he might be sleeping. I'm just doing a Celtics stream because he lets me do streams on here and stuff. But anyway, yeah, the Celtics are gonna have. It could be a good game. It's gonna be a great game. Two contenders in the East. Celtics are gonna do for a big year. So let's see how they start. Joel Embiid, Harden looks very good. Harden actually looks healthy. Harden looks like he's ready to go. So it's two good teams. NBA Tuesday is almost here. Good luck, Sixers fans. Sixers fans, it's gonna be a great game. It really is. I just want to see how the Celtics are gonna come out because in the preseason, which is only preseason, so they're just playing pickup ball, whatever. But Celtics really look like they weren't playing around. This Celtics team looks like the chemistry is there, on and off the court. The chemistry is there. We're just gonna see if let's see. It's gonna take a little bit. It doesn't just happen in one game. It's a long 82 game season. But the first game of 82, Celtics try to get a win and build that chemistry and build, the locker room. Go back in the locker room. The huge win. That would help out the locker room a lot. But the guys are gelling together. It's going to be some adversity this season. That's how it is with sports. But let's see how the Celtics can handle it. I'm ready for it, man. Let's go. Go Celtics, guys. I'll be back on here tomorrow, probably talking about the preseason game. But it's almost time. Let's go. NBA season's here.